Oh, hey guys. Okay. So, thank goodness from God, let's adjust the light a little bit, huh? Thank goodness from the looks of things that we are going to do a a makeup tutorial. And I do have a mod in here. I'm trying to remember how to um make her a mod. Let's see. Um I don't remember. Hi, Mother Teresa. Let's see. What did I do? How did I make people mods, guys? Anybody remember? Anybody want to help me out? Comments. Let's see. You use YouTube to click on names. Hi. Oh, okay. Here we go. It says put user in timeout, or I put a star by her. Not through StreamYard. Okay, we're gonna unstar Ari. Sorry, guys. Thank you for the help. Oh, she's got a wrench already. Okay, good. So that must be left over. Let me check with Vixxy here and make sure that she got my message. Let's see. I don't know if she did or not. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Still getting back into the stream of things, so to speak. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, so let me go. Wonder who the hell I sent that link to earlier. Okay. I sent it to Vixxy. Now we're back on StreamYard. Okay. Ari, you have wrench controls, right? Oh, thank you, South Florida. So I didn't really want to, should this be higher? Maybe a little. I'm trying to get my shit together, guys. I didn't really want to do mods. Ari's a really good friend of mine, so I'm gonna have her mod, and I'm like, unless somebody threatens to kill someone or says something extremely racist, or anything like that, don't kick them out. Obviously, I don't know. Not everybody's going to be happy with everything that's said, but I hope that this one is just a fun tutorial on makeup and wigs, and I could have used that on the wigs last year when I was going through that unfortunate phase. Hang on one second, guys. Something terrible has happened. I left my vodka on the other table. Thank you, Mother Teresa, for telling me how to do the wrench thing. Mother Teresa, would you like a wrench? Let's see. Hold on. I think Ari can handle it. But just in case. Mother Teresa, if you'd like to mod a little bit, go ahead. Since I was told I do need mods, but again, you have to do something pretty bad to get kicked out of here. No doxing, yeah. And no, this is messing with me watching on here. And use your own discretion. I don't know. Everyone's bullied everybody. So if I don't let people on here that have bullied someone in the past, then no one's ever gonna be allowed on here. I am upset that I did upset someone that I do respect, and I have apologized for that. I hope I hope that that person and I can talk. Let me make sure Vixxy got that. Okay. Um, she's never and you guys be nice. This is her first YouTube stream. She's done Facebook tutorials before, and hi WLD7, and she's really good at makeup. I posted her. Oh, no thanks. Mother Teresa doesn't want a wrench. I'll decline it then, or whatever. Hold on. I just like Mother Teresa. Okay. Anyway, I think Ari's got it under control probably. So anyway, she does makeup tutorials on Facebook. Oh, here she is. Okay. And she's coming on here. She's backstage right now. I'm about to bring her up. She's coming on here, and she usually wears wigs, and she's coming on here with no makeup, no wig. She's going to show us how to do it all. Okay, here we go, Vixxy.
Hi.
So do you want us to call, your real name's Lori, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want us to call you Lori or Vixxy?
It doesn't matter, either one.
Awesome. Okay, so what are you going to do first?
Ooh, hold on. I'm going to put my earbud in just in case. Okay, that should work. What I usually start with is I start with a primer.
Okay. So I'm going to do that. I've been using as a primer this, my friend got me this Bobbi Brown Illuminating Moisture Balm. Is that a good thing to use? Okay.
It should work. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a professional in any way, shape, or form. And I am a total drugstore makeup girl.
I did see, I mean, if anyone looks at my Instagram and sees your before and after pictures, you looked really good.
Well, thank you.
Not that you don't look good now and beautiful as you are, of course. That's not what I'm saying.
It's been a rough couple of days.
Yeah, for everyone.
I actually, a lot of my stuff is either Maybelline, Revlon, or CoverGirl. A lot of my stuff. So it's accessible, it's easy, it's not expensive. I'm a single mom. I have 2 kids. One is an adult, and my other one is getting ready to go into private high school, and it's not cheap.
That's wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is there anything that you would recommend splurging on if you were going to splurge on a good makeup product?
Me personally, I splurge on my eyeshadows.
Okay. Why?
Because I don't care. I'm 44 years old. I like to express with my color. So I like the highly pigmented colors. Okay. And you can't usually get those at the drugstores and stuff like that. I have a lot of ColourPop palettes and some other places that I've gotten makeup from. They're not fairly cheap, but they're worth the money and they last a long time.
I'm reaching around the computer to get my makeup is so disorganized. I went on vacation not too long ago, and I'm just a disorganized person anyway. You guys might have noticed. But
I am too.
I'm going to try to do what you do and see if it
so
works.
I use the Master Prime by Maybelline. It has an SPF of 30. It's a primer base, and it blurs and defends against the sun.
So tell us what, I didn't know before. I know you're supposed to use primer, but what is the purpose of it for that? Like, dumb it down for us.
It's kind of like when you're painting your walls. You prime your walls before you paint.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to prime your face before you paint your face as well. It gives you, it helps smooth everything out. It helps with the lines, fills in creases, and it also helps moisturize.
Primer I'm going to use.
I'm actually able to see it on my phone, so that works really well.
And bear with me one second. Ari, I think you have the ability, don't you have the ability to put comments on the screen if you think they are good comments, or I think that you, hi, Beauty by KK. I invited her to join this stream too. Ari, I think that you can do that. But I'm not sure. Is that correct? Sorry, go right ahead.
I like to let that dry anyways before I do anything.
And I'm going to invite Ari back here just so she can, I don't think she wants to, she's not going to show her face or do anything, but so she can come back here and kind of control comments if she wants to put some on the screen. Ari, we'll keep you backstage and you can just keep your little A thing on or turn your camera off. Go ahead. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I also, a lot of people use like eyeshadow primer. In my personal experience, I like concealer better than that. It locks it in. It keeps it from moving. It keeps it from smudging. See, KK, yeah. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I just go with what I have. But again, I use the Instant Age Rewind, again, by Maybelline. It's another concealer. And I usually put that on before I do my foundation, so it has a time to chance to set in. But I apply it straight on my lids.
Channels, and as long as you have Wi-Fi, all you have to do is set it up. Well, let's get that. So I search it and do that with the problem thing. So y'all are doing something. There's cable. So if I don't get cable, I have smart TV for privacy. I have another smart TV. But it's gonna honestly, in essence, it's all gonna work the same because what's gonna have you basically streaming.
Are you able to kind of sit up a little because your face is kind of covered by the comments I'm putting up? We want to see all of it.
I can move my phone back a little bit too.
There we go.
Oops, wrong way. There we go.
Perfect.
Next, what I do is I put my foundation on. I actually have to combine a couple of different colors because my skin is in that weird transition phase between winter and summer, because I'm pretty pale now, but I get darker in the summertime. So the one that I had is too light and the other one I have is too dark. So I actually combine the two of them.
That's what I do myself here.
And I apply my foundation with a brush. So I put the foundation.
I'm weird about the brushes. I don't know which brushes to use. I've heard that it's good to invest in good brushes.
This one that I have, I actually bought from Unique, which is a multi-level marketing company, but they do have some good products. And it's their kabuki brush.
Mm-hmm. Kabuki brush. Okay. I think that I have one of those, but I use it for powder, so I don't want to mess it up. I'm probably using it for the wrong thing, huh?
I use more of a fluffier type. Like if you look at my foundation brush,
this is more of a,
and this is my powder brush.
Okay.
If that helps.
Okay, so this is foundation. This is powder for me, maybe.
Possibly, if you don't have anything else besides the fan brush.
Okay, so I should use the fan for foundation?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a little light, huh? I need to add some more.
And what I do after I put it on the brush, because I have a bigger head than yours, is I dab it on. And then I blend it.
Okay, so the opposite of what I'm doing here.
I used to put my makeup on with my hands too. Now, KK might be able to answer this because she's probably more educated, but I was always told you never want to, when putting on your foundation, you never want to go in an upward stroke. You always want to go down, because if you go up, you're going against any of the tiny hairs that are on your face.
Oh no. We definitely don't want to accentuate any hairs on my face.
Just tell me who you are. Sprint, but not the change or something. I would ask them. No, they're not nice. They're they're just gonna try to get me every time. Well, but you just tell me you want to add it.
Turn that just, there we go.
You should be able to hotspot. I love it. Okay, so when I stay home, we'll split one plastic right now. Here, you'll be tomorrow. And you charge it.
Sorry, you're waiting on me.
Oh no, you're fine. I'm trying to get everything else organized because it's just spread out all over in front of me.
Okay, how's that? How am I looking right here?
Good.
Good. Okay.
Now, again, everybody does things in different orders. This is just the way I do it. I start with my contouring next.
Somebody said, what do I do if I have mutton chops?
I don't know, because my hair is very fine and thin and has broken off a lot since my surgery. So.
And what kind of, if you don't mind me asking, and I don't mean to keep jumping topics, I just have.
That's okay.
So you're wearing wigs because you had experienced hair loss from surgery?
Yes, I had gastric bypass surgery almost 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be May, will be 3 years. And then what happens is, the reason why that works is because you end up with malabsorption. It keeps you from absorbing all the food and everything, so your body's able to burn more than what you're actually eating. But that also can cause vitamin and iron deficiencies. And I ended up severely iron deficient. So that ends up causing hair breakage on top of the trauma from from having the surgery. And yeah, lost my train of thought. When your body's healing itself, it weakens everything and it pulls from everywhere that it needs to. So that can cause hair breakage. I had some of that, but my hair really didn't start thinning out or anything until I realized that I had an iron deficiency. And I have been on iron pills for almost a year now, so my hair is finally starting to fill back in. I'm seeing new regrowth and everything else like that. So that's an improvement.
So your hair does not look bad at all. It looks great.
Well, wait till I take it out. It'll be flying away. You'll see all the breakage. I have a lot of new regrowth like around here and stuff like that looks like flyaways.
And people are asking who is doing makeup, so let me add you to my little ticker here. Hold on. And I'm sorry, I don't have all this together. This is
kind of spur of the moment, last minute.
Like riding a bike, but it's not. Makeup's one word, right? Yeah.
1, 2, whatever.
And we can tell people where to follow you on Instagram and stuff like that when Vixxy.
I'm Vixxy on YouTube. On Instagram, it's Vixxy96.
I'll put that on the description when we get done. And you said you do Facebook tutorials too, right?
No, I haven't done them on Facebook. When I was on live on Facebook, I was doing other stuff. I was helping out a friend with some of her personal business stuff. So I would go live with her sometimes and help her with things like that. But I've never done a makeup tutorial ever before in my life. I just do what I do.
That before and after was really impressive. Again, not that I'm like, whoa, look at you now, but the before and after was really great. That's what was interesting to me.
I have added collagen protein powders and stuff into my diet to help with that as well. But it was mainly the iron. I knew I was deficient because I was bruising easily. They weren't going away, and I never bruise easily. So I knew there was something else that was wrong. Let's see here. Where did I put it? Oh, there it is.
I'm anemic myself. I bruise really easily, and my feet and hands are also cold all the time.
Well, like I've told you before, like I have a second job. I call my grown-up job the one I do Monday through Friday. My second job, I usually work on the weekends. I'm a bartender. And when you have a second person back there with you, you're always bumping into each other, or bumping into the coolers or whatever. And that's mainly where my bruises were showing up. They were showing up on my legs because I would just barely bump into a cooler or something like that. So that's pretty much like I'd wake up the next morning going, oh, hey, where'd that come from? So that was pretty much my first sign. And I started.
I did for, gosh, from the time I was 18 till I was 29. So for years.
Yep. It improved. I went, like I said, I have to go in once a year for regular blood work. They take anywhere from 8 to 12 vials of blood in one sitting. They check all my vitamins. They check my blood sugars. They check my protein levels. They check everything. And the only thing that came back abnormal was my iron. So if the pills they put me on didn't start working, they were going to send me for transfusions.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But I was fortunate enough that it started working. My numbers increased, so he wasn't too worried about it.
Great.
So, okay. So my next thing, I very seldom use powder until unless it's my setting powder, or it's my final powder at the end to kind of smooth everything out. Everything else is cream based. So my contour is it's also another Maybelline. It's Fit Me, and it's a stick. Don't get scared. I know it looks dark.
It's hard to say. I'm scared of using I don't have one of those.
You can use powder. Powder's fine if you have any of the contour. I know you said you had some contour palettes.
I have the regular powder that I usually use. This is just like some Maybelline Super Stay. And I have a contour palette here. And one of them says finishing powder. So should I use
the bottom left one? The more brown. No, the bottom corner left. That's my right. That's my right. The other one. That one. Yes.
It's hard for me to figure out where the camera is on here. Okay.
I would start light because you're going to blend it out. You can always add more. It's harder to take it off if you put too much on.
So this really dark one.
Yes.
Same brush?
Well, see, like I said, I usually use, I put the stick on. I'll show you how I do that. And then I use, where did it go? I use a different brush than my foundation brush to blend it out. So I'm going to look like I'm putting on war paint, but don't judge. It'll all work out in the end. But see, usually you start like right here, like by your ear, or that's where you want it to end. You always want to take things up to kind of, you want to heighten everything. You want to lift everything. So I would start right. Yep. That's good place to start. But see, I do this. Like I said, it's got, wait, I'll blend it out. Like I said, it's going to look like I'm putting on war paint.
I wonder if this is an elaborate hoax sent here by Jen Bailey to make me look ridiculous. Are you going to make me look like...
I would never do that.
I'm just kidding, Jen, if you're watching.
And then I usually put a little bit up over here for my hairline. And then I'll put it along my nose.
Okay.
And that's all I do for, well, oh, no, I lied. I also put it down here along my jawline, and I'll blend it down because what that does is it helps slim your face out. and
Okay.
creates more of a shadow. So I'll draw here and there. Now, like I said, I'm going to look like I'm putting on war paint, but I take my brush and then I blend it out.
Okay.
It looks a lot darker on camera than it does in person.
Oh, I can see around the hairline. I do like that. That gives a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you think I should put more right here, or
It defines your cheekbones or a little and well, turn that the other side. That one is I think that one's fine. I think the other side might be just a little bit too heavy.
okay, so blend some more here.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll do some on my nose here. Someone says I do not have is it Raquel? I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I know it.
Yeah, that's Raquel.
I do not have a contour color. I feel like I've been missing out. What should she do? Should she get one, or is there something she can use instead?
I have always just kind of like tried stuff out. Another reason why I usually get my stuff at the drugstore, because it's a little bit cheaper until I find the color that goes with me. My skin tone changes a lot throughout the years, or throughout the year itself. Between summer and fall and winter, I do have a tendency to get I was a lot paler because of my iron deficiency. So that's why this one foundation I have is just way too light now, because that's what I was using before I found out.
Mm-hmm.
I know, like, if you catch them on sale, you can always find stuff. Like I said, I usually get Maybelline stuff. Maybelline is most of my base products, my foundation, my contour, my concealer. Right now I have my foundation is the Fit Me by Maybelline. It's the matte poreless.
Mm-hmm. Love poreless.
That's the foundation that I use. The contour stick that I used, which it's another foundation stick. It's just a matter of finding the right color. You don't want to go too dark, but you do want it darker because you want it to create the different shadows to help slim and do the detail. This one, just because of my limited, this one is called Coconut. Yeah, it's pretty dark, but it also has a lighter color in the middle. You can't really see it.
Or medium skin tone.
Yes. SKK, she's better. I just know what works for me. Let me get this done.
Oh, should I still be doing that? I thought mine was done.
I had all my lines and stuff still. I had to fill them in, blend them out. My war paint. See that? I'm looking at my mirror in front of me, and then I'm looking on the camera here, and I look a lot more orange and not as blended as I do in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of, I'm not trying to look crazy, I promise.
You don't look crazy.
I feel like I do.
Not at all.
Okay, so that's all I do for contouring. I put it along the edges of my nose here to kind of slim it down a little bit. Up here, that also helps with my wigs. And then here and down here, because I try to see, look, told you I got that turkey neck starting from my weight loss.
Get rid of that too. Like, I'm gonna drink it. That's gonna make that and start eating it.
And then the next thing that I do is I highlight. And I have, this is the Maybelline, and it's their Instant Age Rewind corrector.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same product I used for my eyes to kind of put on a a base there for when I put my eyeshadow on.
I have this. Will this look, is this
Yeah.
similar? Okay.
As long as it's lighter than what you already have on your face. Yeah, that's exactly why I did that, Raquel. I did that here and I did that here. It elongates my face and thins it out more. That's why I put it down here.
It does. I can tell it working. I don't feel like my face looks like a different shape at all.
Now, I'm also the type when I don't have anything to do, I will just sit at home and do my makeup and try different stuff until I find something that looks right on me, because everybody's faces are different. We all have different shapes. Some of us like to accentuate our eyes more. Some of us like to do our lips or cheeks or whatever. I mess around until I see something that I like. And then I start over and do it again and I practice. This did not happen overnight. If you could see the way I looked just a few years ago, it doesn't compare. I dropped my lid. Okay. So now with this, with the concealer for the highlighting, I put it under my eyes. This is where you're
That is a big, not to interrupt you again, that is a big problem area for me, is under my eyes.
Yeah.
I always have, no matter how much sleep as a teenager, I've always had these circles. They always
Well,
look dark.
you can see mine. Mine have developed a lot more since my surgery. So it just they just kind of accentuated over time with the weight loss and everything else. So I put it on and I put it in a triangle shape right here.
Like this?
An upside down triangle right under my eye. Because I'm going to end up blending this out anyways.
Okay. Do I need to go farther down?
I don't think so, because you'll blend some of it out, so some of it will come down a little bit further.
This screws me up when I look in the computer because it's opposite.
And then I put, because I put contour on my nose here, I put a little bit down the center of my nose, and then I'll put a little bit up in here in the middle of my forehead to even everything out. Now, if for some reason I've blended my contour out way too far and it comes down and you can't see the definition, I will go back in with this and put a little bit underneath and blend it out to show that definition again. If I've blended it out too far down, that's a good way to kind of correct any mistakes without having to start all over.
This is awesome. This is exciting. Make me want to go somewhere after this.
Now, when I blend this out, I use my little sponge.
Oh, I have a sponge somewhere. Hold on. I did. I'm going to use this because my sponge is elsewhere. So.
Yep. So I use the pointy end.
Mm-hmm.
I have a new one. I haven't pulled it out yet, but I'm going to use this one. And then I just, until it fades out along the edges, I just lightly pat and move out.
So you start from your nose and work out?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I pretty much do that with anything that I put highlighter on. Like next, I'll go up the bridge of my nose and up to my forehead, just so that it blends it out.
You said always go from the bottom up, right?
Yeah.
Whenever you're blending, or so you don't accentuate the hairs on your face or your mutton chops.
Well, when you're putting on foundation, I was always told to put the foundation on and use the brush strokes or putting it on downwards, so you're not pushing the hairs up.
Okay.
With this, we're not brushing, we're patting, so you're pushing them down.
I feel like my forehead looks psycho. I'm not doing it right. Are we going to blend it with a brush in a second? Should I just shut up?
No, I don't do any more blending with the highlighter except for with my sponge. So if it's too light, you can always go back with your contour and help cover it up a little bit.
Okay. I might have to do that. Okay, how's that, guys? This eye looks a little...
It definitely takes some getting used to when you're doing new things that you're not, and you'll have to, because you just have to adjust, because not everybody's face is equally the same on either side.
Now, do you get Botox or anything like that?
No, I've never had anything like that.
Someone's asking foundation goes down, right? And
yes, foundation goes down.
Okay.
Because you don't want it to push the hairs up and stick them up, because then they just, it accentuates them more. Okay, so here's what you've been asking about. It's baking time.
Yay, baking. I have no idea what that means. I know I'm excited.
I use the ELF Halo Glow setting powder.
Oh, ELF is supposed to be good. Okay, so should I, in this case, use finishing powder or my L'Oreal powder?
That might be a KK question. I'm not.
KK said she puts powder under the eye to set it after concealer.
And yep, that's what we're getting ready to do.
Okay. So which one, finishing or which one, guys? I don't know what to do.
Well, I was gonna say mine is translucent. Which one? Do you?
This one looks translucent. Oh, shit, there's not what in the middle.
In the middle. Yeah, use that one.
Or we have this.
I would use the finishing in your contour palette.
Okay.
Now mine comes in mine is a loose powder. So it comes like this, and I usually put it into the cap, and I use my my blending bud again, but I use the flat side. Okay. So what I do is I have my powder in here, and because of the fact that I pack it on, I start here at the edge of my eye, because it kind of creates, it's almost like using shape tape or anything else, if you've ever heard of, where it blocks any fall off or smudging or anything when you're blending out your eye color.
Okay.
So what I do is, and I stamp it on. So like, see, you can see where it is on my blending bud. And then what I do is I just kind of like stamp it like that. And then I go back in and get it back on the rest of my bud. And then I tap it in to wherever I highlighted under my eye. And don't be afraid to put too much of that on, because we're going to brush off any excess off of it later after we move past this point. You might look a little funny.
So what is a good brand for this kind of powder again?
I use the ELF. Okay. My finishing powder that I use is a compact. Oh, look, she said not finishing powder. I have a compact for the powder that I use at the end. I like the loose because I can apply it as heavy or as light as I want. And then I can brush it off. Like this we'll be brushing off after about usually at least 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. See, I wasn't sure which one to tell her, KK, based on either the finishing powder or the the compact that she had. I wasn't sure which one to tell her to use under her eyes.
I would love for you to send me some of your amazing makeup. I've been looking at I've been stalking both of your IGs today.
Now, I also will use this finish or my setting powder wherever I have put my highlight.
Okay.
Pretty much like you're doing now. It doesn't have to be heavy like it is under my eyes. I do it super heavy under my eyes because I will brush any excess off later. But I'll put it here on my nose.
So
up here.
why is it looking weird under my eyes? Do I need more contour?
No, it'll be fine.
Okay.
Hopefully. Well,
hopefully.
You use the finishing powder after she said not to. But I mean, again,
okay.
we'll brush it off and you can always adjust afterwards. Now what I also like to do is I like when I get hot, I sweat from my head
Mm-hmm.
and I sweat right here.
Me too. I do.
So what I do is I use my setting powder across here to help seal and set all of that in so it doesn't run if I get hot and start sweating. So I'll use it, just dab it on, right?
So is finishing powder the same as setting powder?
No, it's not.
Okay. So I need to get some of that.
Now with the e.l.f. that I have this one here I'm using is the medium.
Mm-hmm.
In the summertime, I will use, I have the light as well. They're all translucent and they're the Halo Glow. So they have a little bit of a shimmer, but not a lot, if that makes sense. It kind of gives you that highlighting look without overdoing it.
Okay. So let's see.
Okay. So here's my question, because now is when I move on to my eye makeup. While this is sitting here and baking, that's all that it is. It's just letting that powder sit there and fill in those creases and to keep that foundation from creasing anymore. It sets it in place. It bakes it into place.
Okay.
I am a big color girl when it comes to my eyes. I know some people aren't. I can do very colorful. I can do neutral. I can do whatever.
I like for my eyes to look, because of the dark circles under my eyes, I like to use bright tones because I feel like it makes my eyes look darker, even black eyeliner. If I try to use liquid eyeliner, I look like a freaking psycho. So I try to even use a light eyeliner.
Oh no. Speaking of, I thought I pulled. Nope, it's still in here. I was like, I thought I pulled out my eyeliner.
Makes me transfer my eye makeup. Hi, Sky. Or hi, Sly. Sorry, not Sky.
I don't use setting spray. I only use setting powder.
Okay.
I don't like, I know a lot of people after they finish everything and everything is completely done, they use the setting spray to spray all over their face. I don't do that.
Okay.
That's just me personally.
Why not?
One, because I've never really had it and I've never tried it. And with the products that I use, I don't see a lot of it transferring or smudging or anything else like that. So whatever I use, whatever I have here seems to work for me. Now I have another friend. She swears by the powder. She swears by the spray. She swears by all of it. I don't use the spray. That's just me. So let's see here. I guess. Well, I have green on. I guess I could go with the greens. I have, this is my ColourPop palette for Tinkerbell. It's called Sprinkle a Little Magic.
I have ColourPop on a whimsy.
I also have the Plush Like Me. This is my ColourPop Tinkerbell one.
Love ColourPop. I've always loved it. I got some for Christmas.
And I also have, this is Plush Like Me, and it's a lot more of the richer neutrals. I'm trying not to let the light reflect off the mirror.
Yeah.
I'll actually probably use a combination of both of these.
So let's see. I'm just gonna do my eye makeup how I normally would, and you can tell me how it's wrong.
No, I wouldn't say that because
Or how
I'm
to
sure
make it
there
better.
would be. I'm sure there's probably people that would read me to filth for how I do my makeup
No, you're giving us some great tips.
because it's not professional because it just works for me. Now I don't know how to do cut creases. I know those are very big.
What do cut creases mean?
That's when it KK could probably explain it better. Because like I'm in love with her eye makeup. I love it. Hi Sly. But a lot of time what you do is you put in your crease color and then they put concealer in back over top of here to cover up any blending to give it a sharper cut, like a sharp line.
Oh wow. That sounds
I don't do
Can we try it? You want to try it?
no.
Okay. Okay, we will try it.
Negative. Okay, so if anybody has any of these, I'm gonna start with this one. I always start with my my crease color and my outside color. I'm gonna go here with the green. I have an angled brush for this. I don't know if you can see that. I put it on the end. And then I stamp it here at the edge where I want it. That's where I'm going to get it the darkest. I'll take it a little bit in kind of along the lash line here.
Oh my gosh, I would make such a mess trying to do that. I take the brightest one, and then I just usually do a little bit of nothing as fancy as what you're doing. So I'm just going to shut up and let you do that.
Which is fine. I mean, like I said, I'm huge with the eyes. I can't do the detail that KK does. I don't think I have the patience, and I don't think I have the talent because I've seen some of the detail that she does when she goes in there and she does the different things. But I'm about the different color variations. I'm about building. I like blending it all together. It's not necessarily right, but I think it looks good, so I just go with it. Then
yeah, that's a great way to be. If it looks good on you, go with it.
And don't ever let anybody tell you you are too old to wear the colors you want to wear. I had some guy tell me one time, you are too old to wear those colors on my eyes. You look like you're trying too hard.
Did you ask his opinion about
No, I did not. No, I did not.
What was your response to that?
I said, well, I don't care. I do it for me. I don't do it for you.
You're nicer than I would have been.
I just looked at him like, okay, then don't look at me.
F right on off, sir.
So then, okay, with the same brush, I go in and I bring it in a little bit into the center in a straight line. I'm going to blend this out. It's going to look funny, but I'm going to blend it out. Gives it kind of, I wouldn't call it a smoky eye look, but it gives it more of that look. And I do that on that side, and I stick with the same color, so I'm not having to clean my brushes over and over again in between each eye. So I'll do it on the other side as well.
I'm just kind of playing over here because I'll have to rewatch that to learn how to do it.
I start with that, and then I
always hear makeup people say a product is buildable. Can you tell us what that means and why it's important?
Buildable. Well, in my opinion, buildable is good because you can start lighter and go darker. It's a lot. I have mine in my cup.
Let's do it. Cheers to Vixxy for showing us all this these amazing tricks. Tip them up, y'all.
If it's buildable, you can continue to add to it. because sometimes if you get too much on there, in my opinion, no matter how much you try to take it off, it's not going to work. And you feel like you have to start all over again. Buildable is better. Like I said, I find a lot of the eyeshadows that I buy are buildable. They're heavy pigmented. You can start less, start with very little, and add more as you go.
And I always say, unless something goes horribly wrong with Raquel, I always say it. Little Bo Peep, I agree. She's braver than me too. I would look like a psycho if I tried to put on green eyeshadow.
Well, that's why I was trying to tell you about the red lipstick. It's a shock. You just have to find the right color. Yeah, you'd be surprised. I look horrible in the orangey or red lipsticks.
And I've also been told it makes your teeth look yellow.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think so. I'm a smoker. My teeth were yellow to begin with. I've switched over to vaping since, but I wore all kinds. I used to wear bright red lipstick all the time. It's just finding the right color for your skin tone and what you're doing on your face. I have to go for the bluer, cooler toned reds than the orangier, warmer tone reds.
Okay.
See?
I just stick with my, okay. I might be brave and try a red lip or something. I have a friend that can pull off a red lip wonderfully.
You just gotta kind of work it out. Okay, so now that I have my green here in my crease and my edge, I blend it out. I take a fluffier brush like this.
Mm-hmm.
You saw I had the angled one when I put it on, and I pat that in. And then I take this one and I soften it up.
Oh, that's looking good already. It's looking really good.
See that one compared to that one? It just it softens it up. It blends it out.
I would need to practice so much. I would look like an absolute insane person if I tried to do that. Like, so you just sit and practice. Do you what?
I do sometimes. It depends. Like, my life has been kind of crazy lately. But there's nights when I stay home that I'll just be like, oh, I'm going to try this. Or I'll work with different color combinations just to see what works. I also have colored contacts. So my eyes, depending on what.
Fun. I used to have colored contacts. I loved it.
Depending on what color eyes I want to have for the day, usually decides what color eye makeup I'm wearing.
What color do you usually go with the most?
My eyes are naturally green. I don't know if you guys can really tell. I have contacts in right now. They're more of a bluish green. But I also have purple ones. I have ones that make my eyes a little bit more green.
My eyes look, I don't know, I guess they look blue right now, but sometimes they can look really green. I would consider them hazel, I think is what it says on my license.
Mine are more green. They're a greenish blue. I don't have brown in my eyes, but they're more green than there is blue. I have the hazel eyes. I accentuate the green. Then I have these contacts that I have in now have a little bit more blue in them to kind of bring out any that I have.
So now, what would you suggest I do to my makeup with my very safe colors here? Do I need this eye? Blend it more. It's different. It's a different eye on the camera. That's why I keep.
Yeah.
What would you suggest now?
I'm trying see, I'm one of those ones who likes the darker crease, if that makes any sense. I wouldn't go too dark.
So when you say a darker crease, I'm about
to right this section right here in your eye.
Pick a color. Pick a color.
Ooh. top row above the gold shimmery one. Yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of neutral.
And now what do I do?
You seem like a neutral girl to me.
I am, because I'm scared. Now what do I do?
Well, I see I've blended mine out. If you look, I feel like this eye here isn't quite as dark as this one. So with the brush that I used to blend it, I dipped it just in a little bit and I went in and you just swipe it back and forth.
Okay, do I have a brush?
This is where the buildable stuff comes in.
Somebody says, no, Lily, a little pop of green. KK's saying a pop of green. What do you guys think?
I agree. Like I was trying. I'm the wrong person to ask about color because I'll tell you. Look.
Okay,
Right
so
here,
do I have anything that's a pop
this right here is one of my go-to palettes. So I am the wrong person to ask about colors.
I don't even know if I have a pop of green. Let's see.
Did you see that, Lily?
I did.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. I would love to know how to. Okay, so no pop of green here. I think the closest I have to a pop of green has sparkles.
The green that I just put in my eyes has a little shimmer to it.
Like this top row is the closest. That's not really green, is it?
No, it's no.
I don't think I have a pop of green. And let's see, there's no pop. I have a pop of, well, is that kind of greenish? This one? Oops.
That one would be better.
Okay. So
in my opinion.
Take it and put it like here. Start from the inside or outside?
I swipe it back and forth very lightly. Like I said, you want something that's buildable so that if it's not dark enough, you can always add to it.
It's not coming off very green. Let's go crazy and try some turquoise. What do you guys think?
Go for it.
A purple would be nice. You can do it, Lily. Okay, let's go crazy and try some turquoise here. Oh, but it's coming off very light. It looks pretty, but it doesn't look dark.
Okay.
Should we try a pop of purple? I have a pop of purple somewhere.
Purple would work too. If you, that's what I said the other day. Like, somebody had mentioned something about purple eyeliner.
What about this insane one right here? That's still.
Yeah. Do you have anything darker?
I'm looking. I have. Okay, these are my dark ones. Pop of, like, should I go for that dark purple guy on the bottom?
Bottom. Next to the light, in between the two,
okay.
in between the two teal colors, but use very little.
Okay.
Because you can always build it. You can always make it darker.
Right. It's hard to.
It's hard to
I hate it when I'm doing my mascara and I fucking sneeze or something. That is the worst, and it goes everywhere. Okay. So I've got it. I've got it very light, and I'm going just back and forth.
Back and forth across the crease of your eye. Swipe it like you're doing a rainbow. Do it like an arch.
Okay.
Back and forth. Now, what I'm going to do, they're not, these are a little bit more intense. It's not in my palette here. They're actual individual ones. Same color scheme, but I'm going in with what color is this?
I think I need better brushes. Would this be a better brush for that?
Where'd it go? When I blend my crease out, I use one like this.
Like a big one.
A fluffier one.
I need some brushes. I need to know what these things mean. Okay. We use. Okay. Oh, there we go. That's more of a pop of purple. What do you guys think? You can't see it, can you?
A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more.
A little bit more. Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna use this color next. I'm actually gonna use this on my lid in the center. Again, I like color and I like shimmer. I'm a glitter whore. I'll admit it.
I can't wait for body glitter to make a comeback. I love some body glitter. Let's see. Where are you doing the glitter stuff?
I'm putting it right there on my lid.
Okay. Oh, I'm doing it too. Hold on. But mine is going. I'm using a very tame shimmer. I'm using a neutral shimmer, of course. Maybe I should do the.
I feel like I just need to come to your house, Lily, with all my colors and let you go crazy and let it look like a rainbow threw up on you until you find what you like.
Me too. Me too. Okay, so you guys can't see it, but I do have some shimmer going on down there.
I was going to say, I don't know if you can see how this center in here is a little bit darker than this one. It's because I built this one up more than this one. So I'll go back over here.
Okay. I see what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're throwing down.
And I pat my eyeshadow in. I don't smear it on or anything, like brush it on until the end when I'm ready to blend or if I want the colors to meld together. I tap it on.
At your work and stuff, do they compliment you on your eyeshadow? And
at the bar, I get it a lot.
Except for that one.
I don't wear my makeup to my grown-up job because I work with a bunch of men that are a bunch of pain in the asses.
Gotta look conservative. I get it.
So I sit in an office all day and I listen to them whine and complain. So.
Oh my God, I'm scared to death of blue eyeliner, KK.
Blue, yep. Blue eyeliner. That is a good one. I wear purple eyeliner. I don't have any of it with me right now, but when I don't wear my colored contacts and I wear my regular contacts, I use the purple because it makes my green eyes pop more. They just stand out more. As far as color recommendations for different hair colors, my hair color changes daily.
Your hair color changes. Oh yeah, I'm excited to get to the wig portion. We haven't even
I wear wigs. I have purple wigs, I have blue wigs, I have regular brown wigs, I have blonde, I have red. I mean, I have been buying wigs for over a year now. And
they're fun, aren't they?
It depends on my mood. Whatever I feel like doing that day, that's what I put on and out the door I go.
That's what Tracy always said, and I always hated my hair. My hair is very thin, and so I did not wear.
My hair has always been very fine.
Looking back at pictures, I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? So I would be interested in
I was the one who turned you on to your first wig.
Was that you?
That was me.
Wow. And I liked it, but I got read for filth on the internet and stuff, and it just I don't know, but it was, what is that place? I ordered a couple of
Well,
them.
she changed the name of it. It's now Rebel Gypsy. It used to be Frisky Gypsy. It is now Rebel Gypsy.
Gypsy, that's her.
That's the only place I buy my wigs from. I haven't bought them anywhere else.
I got some good ones from there too.
See?
I think some of the mistakes I made is I got some that were like a little too thick and just did not look real. That one's beautiful.
Here's one of the ones I will be putting on. And actually that picture that you posted of me of my after.
Mm-hmm.
Here she is.
What's her name?
Her name is called Our Night to Shine.
And I think with bangs, it makes it look a little bit more natural because you can't see that hairline.
Yes. Well, and I'm going to show you how to fix that hairline too.
Oh.
Yes, I will. And it's always easier too if you're ever self-conscious about wearing a wig and you don't want people to know. The best thing I can ever tell you to do is put on a beanie.
Even if it's July.
Hey, it works. Then wear a ball cap.
Are we going to do our brows too?
Yeah.
I need help with my brows.
Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna, this normally doesn't take me this long.
No, it's good. And I think people like take it because a lot of the makeup tutorials, someone said earlier, like they go so freaking fast and you're like having to pause and
right
and stuff.
Now when I do my eyes, I save the lighter color for the top. It's usually some kind of a highlighting color like this. I'm not. Oh, I have a platinum blonde wig, Raquel. I have all the colors. I actually have a rainbow wig somewhere around here too.
A rainbow? Okay. Let's just see the one that you would use with this look.
I'm going to use either one of the two that I just showed you. I would use the brown one or the auburny dark rooted one. So I will show both of those on tonight.
Natalie, I'm sure that that's not true. I'm sure your face is lovely. I can see you on the couch right there. I need help with my whole face.
I use a light color always on my brow bone area to highlight it. That's just me.
I like that too. I like a good pop of color right there.
Oopsies. A little too much on my brush.
Someone said Vixxy is my spirit animal rainbow wig.
Yes, I have one. I'm gonna have to pull out all the wigs now. I can already see it. I kind of dabbled a little bit on that one. Okay. Now I also like to do fun pops of color or shimmer in the corner of my eyes.
That's a good tip. And what does that do? Does it brighten up your eyes a little bit? Or?
It opens them up a little bit, in my opinion. Like this one here, because oops, stuck my thumb in that. This is the color I used in my crease. I will probably use this one right here in the corner of my eye.
I'm going to play it safe and use the white one in the corner of my eye.
Not a problem.
That you can't see. Oh, you can kind of see. That does give it kind of a... I hope my friend Kelly's ready to go out after this. It feels a lot better.
Oh, contacts shifted on me. And now, really all I do is once I have my color placement, again, I do all kinds of different funny stuff. I'll take another kind of blendy brush and kind of blend it all together where the colors meet so it doesn't look so harsh.
Okay. Oops.
So I'll just start. Oop.
I'm gonna have someone. Yeah, I would love for you to come over here and do some rainbow colors on me and just make me look like.
I don't know if you guys can really see the different colors. It shapes out my eyes. I have hooded eyes.
So what do you mean, like on the top or?
Usually you see like a lot of women have it's how the eye closes up and you can't see the eyelid.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I do the colors. I extend them out as far as I can, so it kind of opens that eye up a little. The actual eyelid.
Hooded eyes are kind of sexy though.
They can be.
Like there's one guy, who's the guy that's on? Oh God, I forgot his name. He played Freddie Mercury and Bohemian
I know
Rhapsody.
who you're talking about. I don't know his name, but I know who you're talking about.
When he's not playing Freddie Mercury, he's really hot. I love his eyes.
Where did my eyeliner go? I'm gonna start putting stuff away in my makeup thing as I go so I don't lose stuff like I just did. Oh, there it is. Okay. I typically use the regular eyeliner pencils that you have to sharpen. But one of my favorites that I've been using, because I got it as a free gift when I tried out their foundation, is the Il Maquillage liquid eyeliner, but it comes on it's a felt tip pen.
Oh, that scares me. Liquid eyeliner scares me.
But it's a pen, so it's just as easy to put it on as you would regular eyeliner. It's not like a dip and draw or anything else like that. It all comes out at the tip just like a regular eye pencil.
It's very hard to correct for me.
I don't know if you can see.
Mess it up.
I'm not a big liquid liner myself, but this one I like. It stays put. And I start from the inside of my eye, and it's black. This one's black. I know you don't do black usually.
I'm gonna do something a little crazy for me, which is like an auburn color.
When I put mine on, I cannot perfect the wings, the cat eyeliner. I can't do that. I just put it on right along my lid on my lash line.
So do you start from the outside or the inside?
I start from the inside and go out. I also, because of the fact that my aging has taken over, I stretch out my lid a little bit.
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I am 44.
Well, you look lovely.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
And then what I know some people don't do this. They put it underneath their lashes. When I do my bottom, I put it on my actual waterline. So it's that area right above the lashes on the bottom. I find if I put mine underneath my lashes, it runs and it smears.
Okay. Mine smears too sometimes, and that makes it.
So I put mine right on my waterline, so above my lashes.
Okay.
Do my other one. There we go. Had to flip my mirror.
Same, Raquel.
There we go.
Wet and Wild. Oh no, I haven't used Wet and Wild since.
Oh, wow. I'll have to look at that. See, not all drugstore stuff is bad.
No, not all drugstore stuff is bad. I've always splurged on foundation, but
now I was one of my favorite foundations is the spray foundation by Unique. I love it.
It's
Again,
a foundation.
Their spray foundation. It comes in a spray can. You just put a couple sprays onto the brush and go to town.
Wow. Have you ever tried that makeup, that airbrush makeup that I always want to order?
No. I think I would get too trigger happy.
It seems like it would be a mess and hard to replace. But I always want to order it.
The next thing that I do once I have my actual eyes done is I go to my lips.
Okay.
I am one of those girls that I hate having to put my lipstick on over and over and over again.
Same.
So I usually use the Color Stay type lipsticks or
same. And I put a
liquid lipsticks or whatever. So I bought this red just in case I was going to use the color scheme for it. But this is not the right color scheme. So I usually, I'm gonna put that one away so I don't pull it out. I use the, where's it at? The Revlon Color Stay. And I usually use 2 colors.
Oh, wow.
Now what I do, because a lot of people like to line their lips, I actually line my lips with this instead of a lip pencil. And then I fill it in with the lighter color.
That's interesting. Let's see, because I just do a boring neutral tone and put a gloss over it. But I would love to see. It's been a while since I've seen or used lip liner, so I'm interested in that.
Okay.
Let's watch you work here.
I'm gonna try my best and use. Well, let me see if I can use my other mirror instead of the stand-up one. And try not to cover up my face.
You can put my hair back up because now that I've had it down, it's just not helping.
So let me see. I take mine just a little bit below my regular lip to give my bottom lip a little bit more of a fuller look. And then when I do my top, I always start at the Cupid's bow. I wasn't saying that, KK. I know some people like are just, you can't do drugstore makeup. It's so bad for you. But I would love to be able to go shopping at Sephora or Ulta or anywhere else all the time. I don't have the money for it.
I do like Estee Lauder foundation. I like Estee Lauder foundation a lot.
So then after I line the bottom, I go up, I start at my Cupid's bow and I go from inside to out on one side, inside to outside on the other side.
With the Color Stay.
Yes. Oopsies. Then I kind of blot my lips together just to kind of like smush out any harsh lines.
Mm-hmm.
And then I go back in with the lighter color
It
and
looks
fill it the rest of the way in.
You can pull that lip off. It looks
You could
good.
too. You could too.
I don't know.
Now, here's what the reason why I like the Revlon Color Stay is because when you put it on, it doesn't dry really, really, really quick. It kind of keeps it takes a minute. Now, what I do is I go in with some of my shimmer highlighters.
Mm-hmm.
This one here is more of a purpley pink tone. I'm gonna find my brush. What I do is I go in and I pick up my highlighter.
Ooh, that's pretty.
And it kind of gives a little bit of a an ombre look.
Let's see. I don't know.
And then once it dries, it seals in that highlighter. It doesn't come off. But you have to do it while the colors stay while it's still wet before it dries.
No, it's just I did it wrong.
Now it's hard to see it, but I actually got this. This is that 4-pack of highlighters.
Mm-hmm.
This one here is a little bit more of a pinkish purple. This is more of a golden. And then you have the peachy and this way, the more of the tanner tone. I got this. I don't know if you guys can see that because I got that on Amazon for like $5.
And TJ Maxx has some really good makeup too. Like any place like that, TJ, like has some great color palettes.
Now, let me put some of my stuff away because I'm losing some of it. What don't I need anymore? I don't need this one or this one. Oh, I got distracted. This is the time usually because I'm getting ready now. I was always told after I do my lips is when you want to do your blush.
Mm-hmm.
You do your lips before your blush because that's how you know how much blush to put on.
Okay, that's a good tip.
Now, before I do that, because I want my blush to stay, that is when I go in with let me see what I go in with my setting brush that came in my brush kit, and I brush off that excess setting powder that I had.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that has not adhered and stuck to my concealer, we're going to brush it away now.
Okay. I'm just going to use my crappy brush here. Okay.
You can use your powder brush for that.
Okay.
It just needs to be a light brush. And if you notice, if I had any fall off from my eye makeup, it doesn't leave a mark on my skin. It comes off with the setting powder that didn't stay.
Oh, yeah. Mine's doing it too. This is great. I love it.
And then again, my own separate blush brush.
Mm-hmm.
I don't swipe with this either. You see a lot of people do this with their blush. I put it on my brush and I just tap it in.
Okay.
Again, that makes it buildable. It's easier for you to decide if it's too much, not enough, keep adding. Then if it gets to be too much, that's when you start blending, and that's when you swipe to blend
Okay.
it out, to soften it up.
I think mine's a little too much right now. Somebody's asking, what colors do you recommend for blush?
I usually go between 2 different sets. It depends. I try to keep all my stuff either warm or cool toned. And it usually, again, depends on what I decide to go with the eyes and my lips. I'm using more of a, which one is this one? I'm using more of a pinker tone for this one.
Mm-hmm.
But if I was to change it up and I was going to do more of the redder lipstick or something along those lines, this one's old, but it's more of a peacher tone.
So I used a pink tone here. Do you think I should have used a different tone? Okay.
No, I think it looks good. I think it's good.
Thank you. I tried. I got one right.
I always maybe just a little bit tried to go just slightly darker on the blush than I prefer, because now I'm going to go in with powder to set all that, or to finish off this main part of my makeup look, because we still have brows and lashes to do.
Oh, thank you, Raquel.
So I actually have, because depending on the time of year, I use the Physician formula bronzers. Some of them have shimmer in them. It's kind of like a palette where it has all the different tones in it. And once, that's the darker one that I have, and then I also have a lighter one, depending on the time of year.
Okay.
So I'm probably going to use the darker one for right now. But this is how I finish this off and set this in. Personally, for me, this would probably be what people would use, or when they would do their setting spray. All I take my brush, my big floofy brush, and I start under my eyes.
And this is setting it in, right?
Yep. This is going all over my face.
Hi, Julie. Okay, so I don't need to do this with this finishing powder crap I have.
Finishing
powder.
powder.
Nothing. Right, what is this finishing powder even good for? You guys keep saying
that's a KK question, because I've never used finishing powder. I usually, like I said, use a compact, which this is probably where you would use your compact to finish everything with.
Let's see what happens if I just put it all over my face. Because it says finishing powder.
Oh, those eyes look really dark still. I've been crying a lot, guys, so that hence the darkness under the eyes.
Yes, again, I'm so sorry about I don't know if I should.
It's fine. Yeah, some people know, but I lost one of my lifelong friends yesterday. She's younger than me, so it was kind of a shock, kind of not. She's been having some medical problems over the last couple of months, but none of us expected it to go this way. So, what time is it? Yep, we found out just over 24 hours ago. So it's been a little rough. Knocking stuff over. Okay. Now, I go for my brows next.
Okay. I'm gonna try. Brows are something I'm real good at fucking up here.
My brows are completely different than yours, if you couldn't tell. I actually need to get them done because you can't really see them, but my brow hairs come all the way down through here.
We were talking about that.
I need.
My eyebrows,
Thank you,
and people I've seen on the internet, I don't tweeze them. I mean, obviously, if there's a hair right here or something, but I don't tweeze them to be thin like this.
Mine don't necessarily look that dark, but they're very full. My natural hair color is like a dirty blonde. I dye my own hair quite a lot as well, so that probably didn't help with it breaking off there for a hot minute. But they're very full. I get them shaped up and then I fill them in. And I have not had them shaped up in quite some time. But what I normally do is I take a brow brush like this.
I have that
And then I brush them in the direction that I want them to go. I brush them up here in the middle, closest to the inside of the eye. And then I brush them over and down at the edge, if that makes sense. At the end, at the tail. That's the word I was looking for.
The tail of your eyebrows.
Yes. And yep. And I'll do it on both sides, get them both where the direction I want them going in. And this is where I start filling in. I take a smaller angled brush similar to the one that I used when I was doing my eyeshadow. And then I'm actually using a matte eyeshadow. I have it's a brown. This one right here.
For blonde hair, what color would you suggest for eyebrows?
If I had it, this pencil here is actually out, but I like this L'Oreal Brow Stylist Shape and Fill. This is that I use the brush on it. They have a color for blonde eyebrows.
And this is the color I have, and I never know if I need to go a little darker.
I would consider that a preference for yourself.
Okay.
A lot of times, depending on what wig I'm wearing, will just depend on how dark I take my eyebrows. Because I still want it to look natural. Obviously, people are going to know it's done or whatever, but I still want it to look somewhat natural. I don't want to look like a clown per se.
Right.
But because I have the darker browns here that I'll use if I do have some black wigs and darker ones that I'll use to fill it in to make it look like my eyebrows and my hair match.
Wigs are fun.
They're a lot of fun. I have so much fun. Okay, now what I do is once I have either my brow powder or you can use a brow pencil, however you want to do it, is I start here on the inside because I have them here. I don't know if you can really see, but I have them here, but they're very thin and very light. So what I do is I go in and I start my shape here. Oh, I dropped my pen there. I start my shape right here. See that? See how that darkened up compared to this one over here? I start here and I get my base started for the inside. And then what I do is I line the bottom of my brow, the underneath, in the shape that I want it to.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Like that. You see that?
I'm trying to do it, and it looks like I've just colored on my face.
You see how I drew that line in there? Now, actually, if you were sitting right here, you would be able to see that I still have some brows down here because I haven't had them shaped in a while. But because I put the makeup there, you can't really tell. It takes away from it. Then what I do is I go back in and then I fill in the rest of it by brushing in the direction that I want the hair to go and fill it in. Oops, I knocked my camera. Sorry.
You're fine.
And I fill it in until I have the right color and the right fullness. See, look at the difference.
They look great. They look absolutely great.
And then I go back in and I do the other one the same way.
I am just kind of thickening my... Yeah. I mean, I have one that looks a little bit... I can tell a little bit of a difference. Not so tweezed. I just don't want people to like look at me in person and look like I have drawn on my eyebrows, because I have seen...
Well, that's one of the reasons why I like the brow powder. Because it adheres onto the hairs that are already there, and it thickens them up.
Gotcha.
They don't look drawn on. You're making it fuller.
Okay.
And then once I have my base, I go back with my pencil, or not my pencil, my brush that I put them into the shape, and I brush them out to smooth, and it smooths it out. It takes any harsh lines away that I may have drawn on with the powder. It makes it look more natural.
Okay.
Like, I have a lot of brows to work with.
You do, and I wonder why.
I have a lot of brows to work with.
And that's good. I remember when it used to be like tweeze as much as possible, and now big brows are in.
Now, I haven't gotten your Mia Dora mascara yet.
That's my favorite. Absolutely my favorite.
I used to use the unique version that was similar to that. That's how I knew about the tips and the tricks with the blow dryer and everything else. I actually sold you.
I've not tried that yet, and that's an amazing.
I actually sold Unique there for a little bit, and that's that's when I experimented a lot with my makeup, is because I got the makeup kit when I became a presenter, so I had all this makeup that I just played with.
That sounds like an awesome job.
It was an expensive job because I spent more than I sold.
It was podcasting.
I spent more than I sold because I kept it all for myself. So one of my go-to mascaras that I use right now is Essence Lash Princess. I know Bailey Sarian swears by this, or she did at one point in time. I use, depending on my mood, I actually got a 4-pack on Amazon. They're all 4 different kinds.
Ooh.
This one is the waterproof false lash mascara. Then the purple one is the sculpted volume mascara. They all have different brushes. If I can get it open. Ooh, this one's kind of thick. I haven't used it in a while. Like, this one has the more angled type brush. Ooh, too much on there.
I like a thicker brush for my mascara, just personally.
The false lash one is more of like, instead of an angled one, it is more of a pointed type brush.
Now, do you ever use fake lashes?
I do. I have some. I got eyelash extensions there for a minute too. I couldn't keep up with it. It just got a little too expensive.
We talked about that the other night. They damage the eyelashes so much.
Now the blue one is the waterproof. This is the false lash that is just like regular mascara, so it's not waterproof. I use the waterproof one a lot when I have my contacts in case I have to use any eye drops. Then the other one that I have, the purple one was the sculpted volume. And then the pink one, peach one, is just regular volume. Now, what I usually do, and this
And can
again
you
has
really tell a difference in these? I usually, except for this Miadora mascara, I can't tell a difference. And
I can tell mainly, if nothing else, because of the brushes, because they all have a different brush style in them. Like this is the volume brush. Okay. So I usually start with this one, and then I finish with this one to make them longer. So
gotcha.
I use this one to fill it in to make them full, and then I use this one over top of it to elongate. But I did these are fairly inexpensive as well. Like I said, I got this 4-pack on Amazon, and I think maybe it was like $20.
That's awesome. And with the Miadora, like right now, I ran out of the actual mascara and just have the fibers. So I'm using Ellen Tracy mascara and just using the Miadora fibers. And I actually replaced the Ellen Tracy mascara wand because I didn't like it with the Miadora wand. But you can use, I mean, it comes as a set, but if you run out of the mascara, because the fibers last for a very long time, you can use the fibers with regular mascara.
Yeah. Also, if you noticed, when you take your wand out from the fibers, if you very lightly brush it like this across the top, it'll loosen the fibers so you can get more of them onto your lashes in one swipe instead of dipping it back in.
Oh, that's a good tip.
Because those fibers will get compacted in there.
I'm going to do that on my next one.
And you don't ever want to pump your mascara. Do not do that.
Why?
It puts air into your mascara and it will dry it out and make it clumpy and disgusting.
So how do you...
What you want to do is you want to take your wand like this and you want to swirl it around in the inside to scrape the inside of it to get more. You swirl. Don't pump, because all you're doing is pushing air back inside that tube and it'll dry your mascara out. That's
the opposite of giving a hand job. You want to swirl. You want to
swirl. You don't want to pump.
So just think of it like that,
But
lady.
Yeah, you swirl. And then a slow draw always works. It takes off a lot of that excess on the actual brush, so you don't have the big clumps on it or anything else like that. A slow draw, pulling any mascara out, it works as well to keep from having too much on your brush.
And I always want to get my bottom lashes to make my eyes pop.
Yeah.
But I feel like that smears. I have trouble with that smearing too.
That's one of the reasons why I like this one with the volume, because of the brush that's in it. My eyelashes, just like my eyebrows, are very blonde, so you can't see them until I put makeup on. Like you can tell in my before picture, like it looks like I have no eyelashes, but it's because they're just so light.
Okay, I'm gonna swirl my wand. I'm not gonna pump. I'm not giving a hand job. I'm swirling mascara. And I'm gonna put it on. And you guys can see, I don't know how well you can see, but this is why I love this Fiber Lash mascara. Like people compliment me on these, on this mascara all the time. It's my favorite beauty product.
I do have some of my lashes here too.
Thank you, Natalie. And there's nothing wrong. I think I said it the other night, but I have a friend and she puts 2 little fake lashes on the end of her eyelashes that look and it makes it look really good. Ari, I know you're hanging in there and it's an hour later where you are. I think we have it under control. If you need to go to bed and stop being the sheriff in town, I'm not, by all means, you can always stay. but I know it's getting late.
Sorry.
I think that we are I think we've got it under control. If someone gets out of line, we'll kick them in the ass or something. I don't know. No, that's not a threat. We're not going to
Yeah,
threaten.
it's going on 11 o'clock here for me. So I don't know if she's on the East Coast with me.
She's an hour ahead of me, and it's 9:49.
Yeah. Let me get my other eye done real quick.
And I'm not saying that to hurry anybody up. I'm good. I just know that she has to get up early in the morning. Good night, Ari, and thank you so much. It's called Miadora, Julie, and it's fiber lash. The kind that I'm using, it's called Fiber Lash Mascara, and you put mascara on, and then you put the fiber lashes on top, and it really, and then you put the mascara on again, and it really, I've got it a little too thick now because I've been going kind of crazy, but it really gives you some oomph to your lashes.
Do that one. I usually put two coats of mascara on. Like I said, I usually do the volumizing one on first. And then I use the false lash effect, which I don't think this one has any fibers in it. I know there's some mascaras out there as well where they try to combine the fibers along with the mascara all in one tube. I don't think this one does that, but
You said 1 hour ahead of you. You're in Central Standard Time, so it is almost 10 o'clock my time, whatever that means. I don't know. Don't ask me about Mountain Time and all that stuff because I don't know. Can you hold it up so I can take a screenshot? Sure. It's Miadora, and it's on Amazon for, I think it's $19.99 or something like that, and it's amazing. And it comes in 2 tubes, step 1 and 2. Miadora, if you're watching, holler at me.
Holla at your girl. Oh, I did forget something. I don't know if anybody else likes to do highlighter. I sometimes like to add a little bit of highlighting on my cheekbones here, maybe a little bit down here. Where is my brush?
I need some good brushes because I just don't know what brush does what. And I've heard good brushes make a thank you, KK. I've heard good brushes make such a difference.
It was in the bottom of my makeup case.
My eyes. They don't me. But let's see. She loved that mascara, but it made how it made her eyes look, but it did make her eyes water too much with contacts. A said.
I wear contacts all the time. This Essence Lash Princess, no matter which one you get, any of them, like I said, get the 4-pack. It's fairly inexpensive on Amazon. I wear contacts all the time. I don't have any problems with my contacts with this mascara. Like I said, I usually figure out which one I like or what I want to use that day, and then I finish it off with the waterproof. in case I do have to put any drops in my eyes for any reason. My mascara is not going to run, but still look pretty darn good. I just had it here. Oh, my highlighter. That's right. I usually do this before I do my brows and my mascara. I save those for the very last just so I don't have any powder end up on my lashes after I've made them solid.
I usually do mascara.
Mascara is usually my very last thing I do. But I'll take one of these. I usually use the pinky purpley highlighter more for my lips, and then I use the more yellowy shimmering one for my highlighter. I just take another fluffy brush, really, put a little bit on, knock off any excess, and I just, wherever I want it to give a little shimmer, apply it here. I'll do a little bit to highlight down the bridge of my nose, just a little right here.
I love the way you're highlighting. That looks amazing.
And I always, I don't know why, I'm just obsessed with it, but I always highlight right here above my Cupid's bow to accentuate it just a little bit more.
What do you mean? Let's see.
Just right. This right here is your Cupid's bow.
Mm-hmm.
I put just a little bit above my lips to try to make it a little bit more defined. That way, when the light hits off of it, you see the shape of it.
Let me go crazy and try that. Hold on. I have a whole nother palette for highlighter.
A little goes a long way with highlighter. You don't want to, well, I mean, you could want to look like you just visited a strip club.
I could. You never know. Depends on what
I go to the strip club regularly, so it's okay.
Do you work there? I'm just kidding.
I don't work there. Actually, ironically, my brother works there. He's a bouncer, and I go and I visit him and the girls.
Oh, that does look good. I just did it on mine.
Just a little.
Mm-hmm. Just a dab will do. You can always put more.
Yes, ma'am. So that
looks great.
That's what I do. I mean,
it looks really good. And all the blending and the colors that I would have never thought.
Remember, I looked like I was going to war. I had my war paint all over. I had my stripes going in 50 different directions, and you'd never know they were there.
So I think blending, I guess, must be the key to really doing this, and color placement and stuff. But you guys go back, if you didn't see the whole thing, she went really slowly with the blending part, and the contouring part, which is something I've always had questions about, and did a great job explaining it. Now let's see the wig. Let's see the final product.
All right, I'm going to pull out the dark root auburn. This right here is the first one I will put on. Now, it is a lace front wig. I've already cut my lace off.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a part. Now, to help make it a little bit more natural, I don't know. I can't remember if the one that you have, Lily, is a free part where you can part it wherever you want, or if it had a set part like this one does. But what I do first to make it look a little bit more natural is I will go back with my foundation brush because it still has a little bit of makeup left over. And on the inside, on the lace, I'll apply it here. Oh, oops, can't see. Wrong way. There we go. I'll apply it here.
Inside the wig on the
inside the wig. Because what it will do is it now transfers through, but it doesn't make it too, once I put it on, it looks more natural.
Yeah, because you're not
Because
getting
it'll
that
match my skin
hairline.
tone. It'll
Mhm.
match my skin tone. And if it's still a little too harsh or unnatural, I will take it and I will go on the top of the wig on the actual hair. And just blend it very lightly. Oops, that was a little too much. To make it look a little bit more natural.
Yeah.
I'm
Then
gonna
you
look
put your hair up like that. Do you wear a wig cap?
I'm gonna look a little crazy here for a minute. Let me take my hair down, brush it out a little bit. As you can see, my hair is, well, it's staticky,
Staticky.
but
Mine is
it is very, you can tell it's thin. Now you can buy the spandex caps, just the regular like pantyhose caps, I guess,
too.
are they work just as well. I just put it on, tuck my hair up underneath it, pull it back to my hairline. Tuck that in it a little bit more. Now I have a couple different ways I secure my wigs because when I wear them, I'm wearing them for at least 8 hours. I have a
So do you wear
silicone.
them to work?
I
Like
do.
to bartend? That would be difficult.
I do. I wear them there. I wear them when I go out. I wear them whenever I feel like it. Um, I have what they call a silicone wig grip. It's got little nubs on both sides to secure it.
I've never seen one of those.
I got it on Amazon. Amazon is a godsend. I just put it on along the edge, like right here, so it secures the wig cap underneath, but also does that.
Wow.
See, now I look like I'm bald.
It's like on Drag Race when they do the duct tape. It's kind of the same concept.
We're getting there. We're getting
Oh,
there.
we're getting to duct tape?
We're getting there.
Nice,
I'm not duct
okay.
taping. I'm not duct taping.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That I am not doing. But what I do here, okay, now I'm gonna try to do this. I'm gonna put this on. I always I put my head down into the wig and then flip it back over. Some people can put it on this way. I can't. That's it. It's just me. Now, if you look, see, they have combs on the inside. This one is on for in the back, and there's two
I
of
remember
them.
you showing me one time like shaking your head up and down and it didn't come out.
It didn't come off.
Somebody
And
said
then,
you're beautiful bald. You do look nice bald.
thanks. It also has two combs on either side of the part to help secure it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I put my head in first. I take the back comb. I stick it underneath the wig cap to secure it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I flip it back.
Ooh, hey, lady.
And then I readjust the positioning. You can shift the parts usually just a little bit to where it's normal at. And then once you get to that point, you can take the comb, like right here. See, here's the comb. And I will slide it up underneath the wig grip to secure it as well. As soon as I find the other one. There it is.
He loves it. That's why he's barking.
And then you just kind of fluff it out, smooth it out how you want. Again, I'm like, it's backwards on me. I'm like, that's not where my part is. let me look at my mirror.
There's one of those. Some of them I noticed you can switch the part, and some you can't.
Yes. This is a fixed part.
It looks great.
Some of the ones that I have are what they call free parts, so that the lace is actually free. Like there's no set part. The lace goes all the way across, so you can part it where you want. And then These wigs are, they're not 100, they're not synthetic. They do have some human hair in them. They're not 100% human hair, but they do have some in it. They are heat safe up to 350 degrees. So
And how
if
much
I
did that one cost, if you don't mind me asking?
do what?
How much did that one cost, if you don't mind me asking?
Like I said, I get them from Rebel Gypsy. You can go to, her name is Amanda Lawrence. She is the one who runs the company. Her wigs range in anywhere from prices from like $89 to $160. I've had most of these wigs for over a year and have worn them multiple times. So really, depending on what you're looking for, she also takes like Viaville and Klarna and stuff like that, so you can spread the payments out as well. I need to readjust this one a little bit. It's a little floofy for my
You can finance
liking.
your wig, which is helpful.
So yeah, like this one has a fixed part. So like if I wanted to, I could shift it a little bit. A lot of the free parts, once you decide, like some people part their hair on the left, some people part it on the right. Once you get the part where you want, all you have to do is apply a little bit of gentle heat to it, and it will hold the part in place once you get it. How do I pick out a color? I have a whole rainbow of wigs. If you've added me on Instagram, you can see some of them. I have one that my friends call the Elsa wig. It's like a light blue, but it has purple and white and everything in it. It's very long. I have a green one. I have orange. I have one that is brown on top, but the rainbow underneath. I have blondes. I have browns. It's just if it looks good to me and I think I can pull off this, my thing is more the style, not the color. I cannot do the short pixie wigs. I can't. I don't like much.
Would you, if you're gonna get I mean, that was always my thing. If I was
Well,
gonna get
so
a
I don't
wig,
have to
I
cut my
want it
hair.
to be like long and luscious, you know?
Right. Yes, exactly. I cannot grow my hair to save my life. I could let my hair grow for 2 years and it would seem like it just stops growing. But yeah, once you get it on, like I said, I can tuck it behind my ear. Look, you can't tell you can't tell that's a wig. Now if I really want to secure it in place, I don't do this every day. I do the wigs and stuff when I'm going out mostly. Or if like I said, I work at a bar on the weekends. If we have some kind of a rental going on and I don't feel like messing with my hair, I'll put one on for that. I work, like I said before, I work with a bunch of men through the week. I work at an ice carving company.
An ice carving company?
Yeah, I'm the office manager for an ice carving company. You know, ice sculptures that people do for weddings and stuff like that. I work in the office. I'm the only woman in the office, so I'm pretty much one of the guys. They really don't care what I look like. I don't really see anybody except for them. So, the way you saw me when I started the live, hair up, no makeup, that's usually how I go to work during the week.
There might be a hot ice carver that comes in some day, though. You might want to keep a wig in your purse.
I have some in my car just in case. But like this is pretty secure. Like it's not going
Headbang for him like you did for me that one day. Yeah, see?
It's not going anywhere. However, if I want a little bit of, except it gets floofy. This one's a floofy wig. If I want a little bit extra more security, do not use Gorilla Glue spray. Don't do it. Don't do it. I actually use the Got to Be Glued hair gel. And I'm not going to put it on because
glue it to your forehead, not to your wig cap, like I made the mistake of doing. at first.
That's why my wig cap is a little bit further back than my hairline. You can, well, some people they use the spray, the got to be glued spray, not the gel, and they put the wig cap on and then they spray that and let that dry so that the wig cap secures to their head. Then they put the wig on. Now what I do, because if you look, I can lift this up and you can see there's the lace right there.
Mm.
And then what I do
But
is,
who's gonna do that though? You know?
huh?
Who's gonna do that?
Do what?
Like, what?
Oh no. I was just showing you. There's an edge there.
Mm-hmm.
And this is pretty much what they say about like when other people talk about gluing down their edges.
Mm-hmm.
They use this. They'll take, let me see if I can get this out just a little bit. Just a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. You
Right.
put it up, you put it on your skin where you want it to glue, and then you lay it down. And then all you have to do is take a hat or a scarf and tie it around and just let it dry. It's not going to go anywhere. I've had people pull on my hair or my wigs and it doesn't come off.
That's a good tip. What kind of situation were you in when that was happening?
Just my friends goofing around. I have a lot of guy friends. Like if you look at my Instagram, you'll see there's a lot of them that, or I posted one with my natural hair. I get a lot of crap from people like, why do you wear wigs? Da-da-da-da-da. Well, I do it for myself. I do it because I want to. I do it because maybe I don't have the time to do my hair. I can put this on and walk out the door. Whereas if I was to do my own hair, it would take me a half an hour, 45 minutes.
Right.
So,
and you can, yeah.
This, I look, it's off.
Because I don't have the kind of hair that you can just throw up and go. Like I have to style it.
It's off. It's on. I'm done.
There you go. And you're
You
ready
know,
to go.
it's an easy shake. It's an easy go-to. But that was one, like, and then obviously the one that Lily, or the picture that Lily posted on Instagram of my before and after. This is, I actually had a wig on in that picture.
What's her name? Oh, I like that one.
The one I had on before, the Albany one, that one, her name is Doris. Her name is Doris. This one is called Our Night to Shine. And again, if I don't feel like securing it too much, I let it go. Bangs are a little bit easier to hide the edges if you don't feel like doing that. But again,
oh my God, and you're super cute.
done. Oops, wrong way.
I love it.
Yeah. The boyfriend likes them too, so it helps.
Good.
So, yeah. Like I said, put a hat on. No, nobody knows. And that's how I first started wearing them out in public to feel a little bit more comfortable, is I wore a hat of some kind so that people couldn't tell. And then people, oh my God, I love your hair. It's so pretty. That color is so nice. And I'm like, it's a wig. And then they go, what? I think I like the shock factor more than anything when I tell people that. So my son just came out. He's looking at me like, Mom, what the hell are you doing? Hi.
Well, you look adorable, and thank you so much for showing us this stuff. We probably need to, how long have we been going now? It's been a while.
It's been 2 hours.
So this has been so much fun. And I would love for you to come on again. I'd love for you and KK to come on together.
I would love to see and hear what KK has to say.
Look at your eyes now. They look great. Just close your eyes for everybody. They look great. That's amazing. That's a fun look. And you look great with the wig.
This is mild. You should see my rainbow eyes. I might have to see if I have a picture on my phone and get it sent over to you.
I love it, and I would love to see your rainbow eyes. And I would love for someone to show me how to do something besides just like neutrals on my eyes because I feel like I would totally fuck it up. But this was very informative for me with the highlighting and stuff like that. I'm not brave enough to try the rainbow eyes yet, but
we'll get you there. We'll get you there.
will get me there.
It might not be brave enough to do it on a live, but we get you practicing on your own, and you'll get there. It took me a while.
Where I look like I have a rainbow smacked me in the eye and beat the hell out of me. Y'all know what happened. But thank you so much for coming on, and it's been great watching you. And
you're welcome. I had a lot of fun. Like, not gonna lie, first live ever doing something like this, and I was terrified at first.
Oh no, don't be terrified.
I was nervous. Just, you know, you never know how people are going to react.
Why? Do you think some people in this community are nasty?
Well, no. Well, there are a couple.
All they can do is threaten to kill you. I'm just
God love you, Lily. I wouldn't want my crazy to show, you know. I can be pretty crazy too, but no, it's not so much that. Like, I've never been that much of a public speaker. I guess it's easier this way because right now all I see is you. Mm-hmm. I don't see like 50 million other people in front of me, and I'm like, It's more like I'm just talking one-on-one, but it helps you. You made it easy. You made it easy. You're easy to talk to.
Thank you. So are you.
Thanks. But I would definitely love to do something like this again. I would love to see KK in action and get any of his tips.
KK live? Maybe you guys can come over and just like attack me with colors. You live in,
I don't know where KK is. I don't know. I mean, you know where I'm at.
And I don't know where.
But I don't know where she is.
KK lives in. I live in Tennessee, so do you guys ever want to knock on my door and bombard me with a color palette? I would.
I think I have like 8 of them sitting right here right now, Lily. Plus glitters, so you better look out.
People are saying you did great, Vixxy. So
thanks, everyone.
So maybe we can have someone on again that just kind of, I don't know, kind of did what I did, and then is like has a plain face, but has more of more versatile makeup than I do. That's not just like, you know, neutral tones, and can just do exactly. KK said she lives in New England.
Oh, okay.
Good for that's
So we've got KK here, me here, Lily there.
Down south, the dirty south. But maybe someone that would just take their plain face and has a better, and I did come on here without makeup and did some of the highlighting tips. I just don't know that I'm brave enough to do that. I don't know. I feel like I didn't have the colors, first of all, but I feel like I would mess that up. It would not look like that on me.
Practice. Well, KK even said it. It takes practice and knowing what works for you. What works for me isn't necessarily going to work for you. It has a lot to do with shape, face, and skin tone.
And KK, I would love to DM you. I would love to try some of your products.
That holographic glitter eyeshadow looks amazing.
And maybe we can get something on board, something going with KK, KK's beauty box. Did she just, I thought she just changed her name to Beauty Box by KK. I'm like, she's going fast here. But yeah, because we all, I subscribed to a beauty box for a long time, and it is the same stuff in it. But I mean, I love getting and I think she's right. I do have and we mentioned this last time. I try to take care of my skin, and at night I do a whole routine, and my 90-day gaze. If you guys don't listen to them, they say moisturize down to your nipples. Whatever you do on your face, do down to your nipples. And I think
There's one thing that I do, and I don't know, I don't know if too many other people have ever done it. I make my own sugar scrub for in the shower.
Oh, wow.
I use coconut oil and brown sugar.
I have a brown sugar scrub that I loved. Do you sell that?
I don't know. I mean, I found it online a while ago, and I just made it myself, and sometimes I add maybe just a little bit of vanilla extract to it just to give it a different scent while I'm using it. But I use that from head to toe. I use it on my face. It's a great lip exfoliator, like this time of year when your lips are really dry and chapped. Coconut oil is great for removing makeup too. It's the last thing I do when I'm in the shower. I use it from head to toe, and then I just rinse it off. I don't have to put any moisturizer, any lotion or anything on when I get out of the shower.
I'm looking for, I swear by my Clairsonic brush, because it's like giving yourself a little facial and getting all that grit out. And then I do an Estee Lauder serum routine afterwards. And in the morning, I just wash my face and put on what I've been putting on now is this wonderful Bobbi Brown
Yes.
Bare Glow. And then Bobbi Brown has an excellent, it's in my purse right now, so I don't have it. It's just a little, it's like a lip balm, and it gives you a little pink glow. But this stuff, Too Faced lip injections that my friend got me for Christmas, that came from Ulta. And you put it on, and it's supposed to make your lips bigger, and it makes them tingle. Like, it makes them hurt in a good way. It's like lip crack is what we call it. And I love it. And I love the Bobbi Brown lip balm too. So anyway, I probably need to get off here and like take care of my dogs and, you know,
I got to make sure my little one's in bed. She's got school tomorrow. She's probably upstairs in the bedroom just playing away on her phone.
But we look fantastic. I wish
You
there was someone to
do.
go. They don't sell Clairsonic anymore? I didn't know that. I just got one not too long ago. For some reason, I can control it with Bluetooth. I don't know why I would want to. Why would I want to start my...
What? That makes no sense.
Why would I want to start my Clairsonic from the living room or something? Hold on. And then I do, one thing I do, and I mentioned this before, I do get Botox. I'm about to have a little more work done, and I'm going for a consultation on Wednesday, and I'm going to, Clairsonic shut down. Wow. I'm going to, I am going to share my journey with that because, it's some stuff that I haven't had done before. I'm going for a consult, and, I'm of the opinion if it makes you look good, feel good, or smell good, do it. And I'm going to, hopefully. We'll see. But I hope to talk to you again. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I'm always here.
And you guys follow, I'm going to put it in the comments. And I know I talked to you on, is it Vixxy
96.
That's
on Instagram. Yes.
Yes, you guys follow Vixxy96 on Instagram for more makeup tips. Obviously, thank you, KK, for your input, and I hope to
thank you, KK.
As I hope to do a stream with KK soon. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and everyone for your really nice comments throughout the day and throughout the crap that's been going on that everybody's bored of hearing about. Okay, so good night, guys. Thank you. Good night, Lori.
Bye.
I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.